Hey guys, my name is Antny Provolone, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this mascot style Frosty the Snowman mask.
Next.
Okay, so the first thing I did was traced out my pattern on some cardstock and then cut out the patterns. After that, I took my patterns and traced them out on EVA foam. I then used my hot knife and I cut out the patterns. I heat sealed all the pieces, but for the crown, I rolled up the piece so it would retain the shape. Due to the texture of the foam I was using, I needed to trace out a pattern on 2mm foam so it would be smooth. And also because I was using this type of foam, I needed to Dremel along the outer part of the top of the hat so that it would fit smoothly along the crown of the hat. After I applied 2 coats of glue to the top part of the crown and also to the top part of the top of the hat, I then glued the top part of the hat to the crown. It can be a little bit tricky, but as long as you take your time, you can line up the seams and it'll go smoothly. Then I attached the brim to the crown. And this again can be kind of tricky, but if you take your time, it'll go smoothly. The brim will have a slight bevel to it. I then attached the 2mm piece to the brim because this is where I needed a smooth texture. If you're not using this type of foam, this step is unnecessary. Sometimes the solvent in the adhesive will cause the foam to expand, which it did here. Then all you need to do is just take an X-Acto knife while the adhesive is still fresh and then cut out the excess piece and join the pieces together. The next step was to take some quick seal and I used a small spatula and applied it to all the seams of the hat. I dipped my finger in some water and then I smoothed out all the pieces after I applied the quick seal. At this point, I realized that the inside shape here is kind of oval, and it fits perfectly on a person's head. But it won't fit on Frosty's head, because Frosty's head is round. So I needed to create a piece that would fit on the bottom side of the brim, and that is this piece here. It needed to be attached to the brim so it would fit on Frosty's head. After creating the hat band pattern, I traced out all the petal pieces on some 2mm EVA pink foam, the petal piece on 2mm EVA blue foam, and the hat band on some 2mm EVA black foam. I then cut out the petals, the petal center, and glued the petals together. I traced the hat band around the hat with a pencil line to know exactly where to glue it. And once I had 2 coats of adhesive on the hat, and also on the band, I attach the band to the hat. The seam of the band will go where the petal will fit on the side of the hat. After tracing the flower pattern on the hat, I applied 2 coats of adhesive to the flower pattern and to the hat. This is the back of the flower. I then attach the flower to the hat, and this is what the front of the flower looks like. After the flower was attached, the hat was complete.